And we are online. Do we have viewers yet? Waiting for viewers. Probably be here momentarily. And... Oh, come on. You were in the channel. Show up already.
No one's watching us. We're boring.
Well, Mark is, but...
Hey.
I'm kidding. We love you, Mark. Mark's the Ray Stans of this operation.
We have to be nice to Mark. He had to get
No, we
dragged
don't.
around on his back earlier today.
We don't have to be nice to Mark. He's the
Speaking
Ray
of
Stans of
which-
this operation.
Speaking of which, Brendan, just so you know, I am in no way opposed to you just scooping Gracie up. It will not offend
She
my,
is.
wife. Oh.
She does not want to be picked up, so we're going to do something slightly different.
Okay. What have you worked out?
We're going to, like, get her up on Seth's and my shoulders, and we'll just kind of walk her out with support.
Well, anyway, welcome to Throne of Games.
Hi, everybody!
Whoever's watching right now, it looks like we actually have some people out there now. I'm Mark, a.k.a. Amsrai, a.k.a. DJ Amstrack. This is Brendan, Mabry. That's Daniel running around back there. And tonight, we're going to be playing more of Alan Wake. So, I need to run back over there to get that set up. Well, not set up. I have everything up and running, just...
Also, he's not going to run so much.
So, Mark,
Yeah.
you know what the best thing about us playing Alan Wake is?
What's that?
No room with fireballs.
Yes. Oh, God.
Oh, honey, actually, you forgot about the... Never mind, Mark, just, no room with fireballs.
Gee.
Instead, you have to fight terrifying orbs of darkness.
Yeah, no, there's no room with fireballs, which is great for Mark after, you know, having to go through that. How many times do you have to go through that damn room? Seriously.
Which
Over
room was
12.
that?
The
The fireball
fireball
Oh, the
room.
fireball room? Yeah.
We should have kept count.
We
Over
should have.
12.
Too many.
Yeah. All right. I left my drink over there. Hold on a sec. Thank you.
It's dark and spooky now.
Yes, it's actually dark from the beginning this time.
Dun, dun, dun.
In your
Oh,
face, daylight
right,
savings
shit's
time.
about to go down.
Oh, language. Careful.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
I would recommend looking for a vehicle before you do this one. Because...
Too late.
Sorry, that wasn't what I
It's
was trying to
okay.
interact
It's
with.
okay. That's okay.
Oh, yeah, get that.
That's what I was trying to interact with.
You did destroy the car. I was just trying to see.
Here's what I'm trying to get. I should probably stick to the things.
I recommend shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with
Oh,
flare gun. Flare gun.
yeah. That's flare gun.
You know? That's
I am so dead.
ow.
Wow.
That was a lot of guys.
That was a lot of guys.
For those of you keeping count at home, that's Mark's first death of the evening.
We're really gonna do that.
I know.
See if you can get the car.
Nope. Not even kidding.
Car dead.
Let's see what I can do about mine.
My suggestion is gonna be go for those exploding tanks.
want to turn that thing on before you go, because otherwise, if you come back to do it,
Well, it's
Mark's just gonna have to do this like a boss.
no.
Nope. Well, no, you shoot them once.
Oh, that.
take care of something, then run away. There we go.
Okay, that. Okay, that wasn't
was
as bad.
bad.
That was
So-
bad, but it could have been worse.
It's a lesson in effective management of power creep, everybody, because Mark has all the things, but still was a frightened little rabbit.
Hmm?
Get that ammos.
Batteries,
Batteries.
revolver ammo. Very, very good.
Is this stream instead of radio feed? But it's like radio for background music popping during sequence.
Sorry, I've tried doing this streaming radio at the same time as video, but radio never stays connected.
I don't think so. I think you're gonna have to go through that doorway that just got imploded by the dudes.
Or it's just okay. Onward.
I don't trust that big container. It looks like it's supposed to fill with aqua cooling.
Ooh, that's a thing.
Uh,
Those are things. We should get those things.
Aqua cooling, most disgusting Latin phrase I've ever heard.
yeah, that showed up in the in Amnesia last week when we were running through the cistern. Sign was like something aqua cloaca, and it was like what? Or aqua cloaca, and we couldn't stop laughing at it because it's so bizarre. Can I? Oh.
Oh, look at all those things that can go boom.
That is a lot of things.
Nothing
that can
could
go boom.
possibly happen in this room that would be bad.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Oh, except for that.
I got in the way before I hate combos.
Combos.
Except when you're doing them.
Freaking spider splicers.
They're like these little cracker cheese things. They aren't even very good.
Oh.
What? Oh, those. Pizza
Okay.
combos are good.
Yeah. Hit
Okay.
the one on the left when they drop down.
Yeah.
Just like wait for them to drop down. All right.
He just walks through it. No, it's he just walks through it. Yeah, I thought it did like close behind first. What is that sitting right there?
That is a water engine.
Oh, well, that's not interesting.
Yes, it has, Mark.
Trust no one in the dark.
Wait a minute. Should we trust that?
Should we trust ourselves? It's pretty dark here.
Ladder. Anything else down here? Oh.
Maybe sporadic chuckling is making me paranoid.
Coffee.
Yay, coffee.
Shutting blood.
Hello.
And a page.
Hooray,
Woo!
page.
Little guy.
What's it say?
Some of the Taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the dark presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him.
Follow that. Keep an eye out and see if there's any more of the yellow pages. There was an arrow back there.
Shoot the tree. Last night.
You went for the Harry Potter joke?
Yeah. Am I serious? No, I'm not. No, I'm not serious. Come
Now, see, I would have, personally, I would have gone for the astronomy joke. Are you serious? No, I'm Beetlejuice.
on. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
I thought you were Polaris.
What?
Guys, we're playing video games.
I thought you were Polaris.
There is an astronomy joke you can make that is also a video game reference.
Vegan?
Starts with an A.
I'll take it.
Yes.
Ah,
Yeah.
I'll tell you
This was really.
Gemini?
Gemini isn't a star, Brendan. It's a constellation.
Well, okay, so
Jet Force Gemini was a fun game though.
it was.
Yeah.
Demented but fun.
Very
There was no
demented.
way the flashbang grenades were standard power company equipment.
No.
Well, in these parts, who even knows?
No, they aren't. There's actually a reason. I wonder where that yellow arrow back there pointed to now.
Yeah.
Did it say follow or?
Yeah,
was
it said follow.
There was.
Oh, it was
supposed
just.
way back there.
It was just pointing you to follow to get to this. It was plot.
No. That
Not
way.
at this point, Brendan. Paint doesn't point to fly at this point.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. That's why it said follow. If it.
It's like in the old one movie.
Distressingly, I have seen. Apparently, that rainbow is basically a worm.
That was the blow.
Accidental forward reference, now I think about it.
in.
Crunch.
Right in the crunch.
Oh, I dodged right. territory, doesn't it?
Got something yellow over to the left.
Was it? I was glancing around, but I didn't see it.
So like some berries that I think might be poisonous.
Like,
She busted a cap in his knee.
page.
Yay.
Now.
I stared through the bars of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet, looking as ill as I felt. Agent Nightingale stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he gloated. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent.
Raymond Chandler. He just keeps on going.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I thought he jumped the shark when he said H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah, but apparently not.
Well, there's so many more sharks for him to just like sail over apparently.
Yep.
He hit that jump and just took flight.
Yeah.
Okay, Daniel, tell us about the water.
Yeah, I believe it. That's again that water. I'm fairly certain that is liquid methane. Everyone should be freezing to death.
No, that's totally water. That's what physics say water does, Daniel. Don't you know physics?
Better than this game does.
It's a game. It hates physics.
No, it doesn't.
It intends to eat them for breakfast, like cereal.
I snort physics by the line.
What?
And
What?
that is going to be
What
one of
to
the
even
great
do?
Daniel quotes.
Just do a line of physics. Actually, that's part of the logo.
So do you like, do you have to use the razor to powder it up and everything first, or I mean, what? You're doing a line of physics. Do you use a straw, or? There you go.
Actually, you use a lobster. You just run the lobster down the line. It goes, then you boil it and crack it up.
Lobster.
It's like a Coke pasta.
What the heck is wrong with you?
It's actually a thing
was.
on the video that I've seen online recently. Except it was with cooking.
That's no one. You found it. Watch out for dudes though, because they're totally gonna be dudes.
More flashbangs.
Yes, flashbangs are
These
good.
will be good. These are your friends.
Not those guys though, but you should use a flashbang.
No, they will see
I have a lot.
Kill them all except for you. Can't have things being too easy, can you?
Yep.
Yeah, check for more.
Probably should have. I can talk. Should have switched to the shotgun first.
But no, Mark doesn't get nice things. If he had nice things, he'd just use them to help fund Hitler.
Dang it, that...
So, funny story. You ever talk time travel with Mark? Long story short, he would fund it.
No, that's long story too short.
You would buy Hitler's paintings so
That's-
you wouldn't
that's-
become Hitler.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh. I
That's
see.
way less funny, though, for me.
You would stop Hitler from becoming what he became.
Yes.
And what disturbs me is what made...
I don't think that would do the trick.
No?
No. If someone is that crazy and messed up in the head, it's just a matter of what is the thing that's going to make the difference. Buying his paintings isn't going to change that.
If he became a famous artist,
Well,
you
Yeah.
wouldn't be as crazy.
Yeah, it was disillusionment from his failure as an artist that was part of what drove him.
In particular,
Drove him into politics and into his anti-Semitism.
Jewish people he knew often sneered at his pages.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I don't get that.
Plus, his father was half Jewish.
Can we say that one?
Yeah, that's fine. I know I need to, but I'm not sure I want to.
You want to, Mark?
I had
it'll
no
be
real
great.
plan. I was going to give the kidnapper
Oh, look,
all the
sorry.
manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Oh,
This
yeah,
makes me
pump
more
action.
nervous.
Pump action, Mark. Kick,
This
jack,
and the thing that you can turn on for more life. This doesn't make you nervous.
Oh, it totally makes me nervous.
Turn that light on.
On the plus side, he's got a pump action shot.
What's that?
They're pumped.
No. I like the other one way better.
No, I mean pump. Lump, dump, rump.
Pump action
Pump.
shotgun. Oh, yeah. Get.
Oh, there's things in both directions.
There are.
Oh, yeah, dump action shot.
Oh, dude. Daniel, this is why we can't have nice things. Oh, dude. Those two friends are darkness. They're both behind you.
Let's see.
Stay in line.
Oh, I think he does. Just saying.
I don't know that this way isn't the... Indecision. Yeah, Daniel, you're rubbing off on me.
I'm just gonna leave that one.
So you're evil. Eats both. Sinister was considered kind of bad and unlucky. It's questionable. Trust me, I know my Latin. Sinister. That's all.
Oh, there's a house.
And there's coffee.
Coffee!
And ammunition.
Yay. Oh, and all of them
Shot
things.
and shoot.
Another
Get him.
Clearly supposed to come this way first.
Yeah.
What the hell is wrong with you, Mark? Why don't you go the other way?
Seriously.
This isn't Bubble Bubble, Daniel.
God, can you imagine the rules in this game?
Oh, God.
Ah!
Let's not talk about
Dang.
Oh,
Yeah, turn it on and get out the
yeah,
Hey guys!
Oh,
that was really effective.
very face.
Mark uses flashbang. It kicks ass.
Mark says after mosquitoes flash.
Isn't that who he's driving men in a trench coat?
Wait, that's a checkpoint?
Yes.
But what about the other way? Or was this, did both ends?
Both ends
Okay.
back here.
And
Because that's the way you would have come.
Was there anything else over here? No, that's
You've gotten almost all the way here.
Yeah, you have.
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
What?
Cold feeling.
Those are graves.
Those are graves.
Creeping me the hell out.
Probably, people who died in the quarry.
Yep. Because there's nothing creepy about that.
A certain line from Conquest, you look
Yep.
go Sunsea, the Sunsea.
The graveyard shift may cause cancer.
Oh, yeah. These guys suck. They
No one likes it.
Oh, jeez, that thing's moving. That. Well, let's stop.
Also, you know, your wife. But Paige's purposes. Priority.
Caffeine, caffeine, eat caffeine.
The place was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
What if I could find the entrance?
I don't think you
Another way that
can.
you avoid it.
No, I don't think you can.
Yeah, that's.
What the deuce?
It wasn't safe to run at it otherwise, so I had to like go somewhere. But I see a page.
Me too. I see it. I'm just going over here. Oh.
So I try for
I
instance.
can see that you normally play the kind of game where you have to look at
Oh,
every
some kind of
single
achievement.
corner.
Some
Yeah. There,
thingies.
it's there. It says,
Oh, it's a poltergeist.
Yeah,
reference.
Yeah.
closer number of them.
Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight, something to lash out on.
Uh-oh.
There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was fumbling and I had no plan.
Hello, Remy.
Great Peak Gorge. Almost misread that as Great Peak Gorge. Originally founded in 1928, the Grey Peak Gorge mining town was one of the permanent settlements the Bright Falls Mining Company built for its workers. The nearby graveyard is a testament to the dangers the miners faced on a daily basis. Most of the men who lost their lives over the years here were buried there, a grim reminder to be careful for those who remain. Grey Peak Gorge was abandoned almost overnight when the Bright Falls Mining Company closed its doors in 1970.
Who left this here?
There's something, but I thought it might have just been the barrel.
I think
Yes, I'm cahooting with
I would assume a second is just getting
Coffee!
Just what you needed after
Remember, coffee once.
that.
Key!
Some kind of achievement.
Iron horse.
For killing the train.
It is a shooter.
Yeah, like trains, gates,
Wanna go to the house?
Safe haven. Is it?
Television.
Television!
Anything outside of riding is a struggle. I feel ill. I manage to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
That's not disconcerting at all.
Flare gun ammo.
Creepy.
Die wouldn't switch that.
Pick up the ammo just because.
Well, actually, how much hunting rifle ammo is there?
Let's find out.
You would have to switch.
11.
No.
No.
Stay with me, shoot them.
The Delph action song. No, no. Delph action song.
He does shoot a gun.
Seems so nice and safe out in the back of the house, doesn't it? So normal.
That is the
Dog, not racy.
That was not what Zane meant by Lovecraftian presence.
arrow.
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
Full of insulting spelling errors.
It's full of insult errors.
So insult errors, so like screwing up the insults.
Insult errors and spells.
Flarden. Flarden.
Jargon.
Flarden.
So many references to magicalism.
You have the Flarden.
Jargon, jargon, jargon. Jargon, don't want it back here.
Birds.
Yeah.
What's it do?
Oh, I am not messing with
Oh, Medusa had much.
silence.
I'm guessing that's just telling me their languages.
Yep.
And thank you.
You're not as good.
Your shoes ain't tied.
Dude.
Oh, whispering pines. Yeah, but I don't want to jump down there.
First, let's stand down there.
Yeah.
Is it Doom? I think it might be Doom.
I think you would do this somewhere.
Really?
Oh, no Doom? Good.
Go. It's the other way around.
Yeah.
Do that. There may be another set of flares.
headache stabbed at my brain.
That happens whichever way you go.
Okay.
Keep going.
Should I have gone the other way?
Alice?
Alice!
Page though.
This just moves around, doesn't it?
I think. That's
Oh.
what I remember. I could be mistaken.
Is there a page that you need to get?
Yeah, there was back the other way, but
Then go get it.
I seem to remember it being looped around, but
well, if it is, then it was.
Cardio.
I think they're not strictly speaking zombies.
Yeah, he's not Alan even a little bit.
No.
Okay, don't. It might.
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this.
Taking comfort from a bottle. That is a great idea that always pans out.
Yeah, that's not
By the way, watch out for that. Those guys too. I was You got some buckshot on your face. You might want to check that out.
It looks like there might be some stuff on the floor over there.
Not that bad.
Coffee!
We are just way too entertained by fighting.
What was that?
That was Lycan.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Well, like, it's pretty safe to eat. You can affect everything. Purple fungus, on the other hand.
So we like lichen?
I'm liking Lycan.
Purple fungus, though, will cause you to hallucinate and possibly accidentally kill your pet, or accidentally guard him and then kill the heck out of him.
What about that other path?
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Do you want to go back the other way then?
Candy.
I guess, but
I love making Mark backtrack. Especially since I lost interest in counting the number of times you died.
It's only been 2 so far, I think. Nope, 3.
I'm sure Mark remembers.
Mark remembers.
17 dots.
Oh, I can't even get back up there.
Nope.
Oh, but what about what was the rest of the way down that tunnel?
You'll never.
I'm not sure about that. things like that. This
Yeah, right here, folks. That guy's actually.
I am. But opposable thumbs helps you plug right in.
That's
Being racist?
That's how donkeys manipulate.
You being racist over there, Daniel? Being
As
racist?
opposed to blah.
I like this. Yep. Or not.
Elevator? It's not an elevator at all.
it's used for elevating things. Be careful how you jump to it.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of crowd on a thing, flights.
And it's shifting, did you notice?
Yep.
That should be about right.
Like that jump.
What's not to
I
like?
don't like this one either.
I like the stairs.
See what was up the ladder first?
Actually, well, yes, but he needs to do this first. Because preparation.
I think the only thing that was further down that tunnel was a voice and then something creepy.
Also, I missed dialogue.
It's
Honestly.
Oh.
So you gave me bad advisement. Bad call.
Bad call. These people are dead, Burke. Do you have any idea what you've done to me?
Ooh, butt shots.
What?
Butt shots.
Okay, I'm back here now. Oh, that's.
That's what came up.
If it were all that important, you couldn't have missed it.
It was able to get there.
Rider's feet. Abnormally strong kicks.
Okay, go down.
Yeah, that's. Those birds again.
From Will Smith. Oh, hell no.
Then you punch it out and go look.
No, it is Earth. Hey, flare gun.
Oh, great. Another cable car. Just great.
Birds. You're right, oh man, the
Let's
stuff
start.
up there.
Hard.
Ooh,
So, you sure you want to do that?
Why?
Just, you know.
I don't miss things.
Too late. missed that tunnel.
Yeah. I don't want to miss more things.
Oh. Look what he nearly missed, Brendan.
More flares.
There's so many flares.
Flares.
So that would happen.
Hasty flares.
Maybe get a nice view from here. And there may be birds.
And a page.
And the page!
Up was worth it. Yay, up.
And focus.
Whee! How is he looking at that?
He's not. You are. Breaking the fourth wall!
That's a big mountain.
That is a big mountain.
Don't worry, you don't have to climb all of it.
This time.
Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Molnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. "We're on a comeback tour, baby."
Surprise Mjolnir, you clod.
The Anderson brothers are a little out of it. But they're kind of awesome.
No, no.
You'll see how awesome later. What do you think, Brendan? Was that the most awesome fight that you've
Yeah.
ever been part of?
Well, pretty close. It's pretty awesome.
Daniel. He's being Daniel. Are you psyched?
Oh yeah.
Because cable cars are awesome! They'll never be bad news about it. Actually, not. Although kind of awesome.
At least you didn't lose consciousness in all of your equipment.
Yeah.
That was...
There you go.
Jeebus Medebus.
Shit.
What he said.
Can tower.
Still. Can't.
Like cans. Guess we'll take those 2 bullets back.
Well, there wasn't ammo there.
But hey, you still have flare gun. Flashbang.
Cauldron Lake, the 8th deepest lake in the world, Cauldron Lake is a caldera lake formed in a volcanic crater. The volcano itself could be considered to be active, but it has not erupted since the volcanic earthquakes of 1970, and even then, the underground activity was comparably mild. Despite some property damage, there were no casualties. Cauldron Lake is one of the most beautiful spots in the Bright Falls area, as well as a central figure in many local folktales. It's a popular recreational area for the area residents. Hey Danny, I am curious. Could you... Wow, that is a long way down. I'm not walking any closer to the edge as touchy as these people. Because I don't want to just be like, "Durr!"
No.
Now that I'm curious, could you look up what the rest of the deepest lakes in the world are? Because I'm betting one of them is, if I'm remembering which lake this story is associated with correctly, Lake Pontchartrain in Louisiana. Titicaca is definitely a big lake. Because I remember that there was some lake in Louisiana where there was a essentially a mine under it.
That's not Louisiana.
No, it was totally Louisiana.
It makes no sense.
Like a salt mine or something.
You can't mine it.
They did, but they should have.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Oh, does that really count?
Yep. It counts as a lake.
It's actually liquid underneath sand. Caspian Sea.
What?
That's
What's
a
this, a
sea.
lake?
Well, it's the really shallow sea. Bucks in, it's slightly over a kilometer. 1025. Lake Tanganyika in Tanzania, Democratic Republic of Congo.
Yeah.
Burundi in Zambia.
I doubt that Pontchartrain is very. It's relatively shallow, as I understand it.
Okay,
Most
I'm
lakes in
remembering it.
Louisiana are.
I'm remembering it differently. But it was something that there was a cave in under the lake. It caused it to fill in, and it was near the Gulf and also below sea level or something like that. So as it drained out, water started running like retrograde up the river into the lake from the Gulf,
That
and like
could
dragged a
be
whole bunch
the
of
Pontchartrain,
ships in
but
with it.
it's still not that deep a lake because there's so in Louisiana in general they aren't very deep
Right.
because there's so much sediment.
Yeah. And it definitely wasn't a deep lake to begin with.
Yeah.
And the deepest lake in the world is Lake Baika in Russia and Siberia. At a depth
Lake what?
of 1,637 meters.
Lake what?
Baikal.
Lake Baikal. Okay. Yes. There's also a huge freaking lake. Like, not just deep, it's a berg.
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the
Lake
wakes.
Superior is number 36.
It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake.
Not so
It made no
superior now,
sense.
are you?
They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
We may need to look up what would have happened if we'd gone down that tunnel.
We really don't. It doesn't matter.
What's up, Heavy?
Hey, heavy.
Turn of Games, providing random exposition about lake depth.
We're
We have
educational.
so much educational, curiosity, really.
Kick with your massive rider's legs. Seriously,
Absolutely.
those are like
Alan Wake works out.
6x3s, man. Those are ridiculous.
It had a huge crack in it, though.
Want, do one,
Well, I don't
reach
into
through
it.
the bars.
No, you can't do that.
Be
You don't.
Reed Richards.
You don't. That's not. You
Or
don't
you
even
could
have to.
if you can get superpowers, just phase through that wall.
Yeah.
Do a Shadow Cat.
Oh, great.
CWTZ. Oh, I know who that is. Tom Tom. I miss you, Tom.
That's CW.
That's that. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's the I curse you, Thomas thing. Tom, Tom, Tom. I miss you, Tom. Did you like this? You talk to me on TV. Wow, that got creepy in a hurry.
Yep.
First it was sad, and then it got, oh god.
Yeah, that.
Which woman? That's the question.
Well, they mentioned her earlier, unless there's more than one.
Ooh, there was blinking on the floor.
There were two women. The writer's wife.
That's right. Oh, I don't like that. I can't hold any more flares.
You have 20 flares. But you Would you like help setting fire to something?
Oh.
I like fire.
Oh, I don't like this at all.
Oh yeah, you're gonna flashbang snot out of it. Oh man. Talk about being saved by the war there. Okay, there you go. Take it. Sheep. It's like execution style.
Achievement unlocked, Thunder and Lightning.
Flashbangs and shoot gun, I guess.
Yes.
It may just be using a certain number of flashbangs.
Yeah. Down, I guess.
This is still there waiting.
Yep.
I'm waiting for you, Alan.
You know, it makes sense. He's been up all night doing all of these things. Of course, he has to find coffee every so often.
Yeah.
The robot says, I used to smoke bomb to Christmas name.
Okay.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
And have you inquired how a cat is doing?
Well, Remy's sleeping right down here at our feet. Paige!
Vince came and was sticking
I
my
was
shoes
close
in
now.
the window.
I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find.
Yep, Vince likes my chair.
I tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it.
No, CW's
I
jelly.
had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now.
Yeah, all of this is just your delusion.
But
It's
Yeah.
crazy times
But-
on Mount Nutso.
it was all a dream ending suck.
Oh, come on. It's not
Everybody
just a dream,
loves Saint
it's
Elsewhere.
You were
Come on.
crazy.
Wait.
You
Hey,
were
you.
crazy and imagined it all.
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
I mean, didn't you love the episode that did that to Buffy?
Please, late.
Do
The boss
not
didn't
get
know
me
who it
started
was.
that
I
morning.
didn't know.
I swear to God,
I didn't
PG-13
know.
rating
We
would
don't
be
have
bad.
a wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably
again.
drowned.
It's an
You
episode
said
of
we
Buffy
had her to
season
make a
6,
play ball. You
where
see,
they
you
just-
See that?
They got a writing for us. Please.
They don't have it.
Please. Oh. I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me. Ah! Ah!
is this chapter? Harman Lake.
It's not.
Oh my, what a wretched life. I was born on the day that my poor mama died. I was cut from her belly with a
Yep,
stain.
it's been about an hour and a half.
My daddy
Yep, so we're about halfway
jig with
through
a drunk
our show.
Who's
Probably
that
won't be able to
young
get to episode 4 considering how these have been
dragging behind
Unless 4 is
Episode 4 is awesome.
sack of chains?
It's not,
Who's that
it's
young
not short, it's very, and
flames?
it's definitely change of pace
The
from previous
devil
couple
and he
episodes.
staked his
And it's got a lot
claim.
of plot,
Yeah.
and if we're very lucky, we may get to the super cool part of it. But even if not, the stuff earlier on is still pretty neat. Also, Anderson Brothers. Man, you can barely see us on the
Yep, my eyes look like they're glowing. That's not creepy.
Maybe we should dance.
They can't see you doing the dance.
Oh, they totally can.
They can. I can see the screen from here. They can vaguely see the strings motion in the night.
Let's see if I can get something. I'm starting to get
I hope we press the verbiage earlier in there.
Absolutely.
This one.
Okay, I have no idea how old these are.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
They're in the Ziploc bags, so they should be okay. It's
Okay.
Those don't go bad. And if they go stale, they're just not stretchy.
Yeah. I got my water. Would you like some refreshing soda?
a carbonated soda. Oh, I don't know.
Come on, Brendan, say it as soda. You know you want to.
Ooh, soda.
That is one of my nerdier references. It is to the brand of carbonated drink in the Superman animated series.
It's called soda.
It's called soda.
Brendan is not a nerd.
I'm not a nerd even a little bit. No.
2 words, Brendan, on how you're not a nerd. Dark side, punch.
Well, okay, yes. But come on.
Brendan,
Come on.
doesn't that sound like the name of an awesome beverage for parties?
Oh my god, it does! We have to make Dark Side Punch, honey. Okay, what would go with Dark Side Punch?
Okay.
Obviously, you would start with Hawaiian Punch.
Grape soda.
If you could get a hold of it, that like what was it? The black Kool-Aid from the '90s.
Ooh.
We actually had some of that in Utah. the summer
Monster.
before
Obviously,
last.
Monster goes in this.
Okay, so Monster, Hawaiian Punch.
We used some of that in an attempt to make black drink, which didn't turn out.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Bum.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice. There you go, Alan. Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages.
Screw you, chair.
Hey, typewriter, want some of this?
Get back in that corner.
Good evening,
puts chair
Alan.
baby in a
Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good. This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together.
There's a splendid backhanded...
This way, Alan.
Certain critics coming up in this particular part of the game.
It's a bear!
There's some really weird art in this place.
Huh.
Oh, that is a very cool rock formation. That is not a painting, that is a picture.
Ooh.
That's one of the coolest rock formations in the U.S. It's pretty heavily protected because it would get pretty beat up if people tourist into art.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
For now, I'm just gonna-
That's a big sundial.
Everything can be explained logically until the darkness comes after you.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now, we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Harman
I'm the one
obviously
trying to
loved his
bring
own
you
voice.
out of the world
His
you've
words echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I can't
I dug
do
my
it
nails
by
into the
myself.
palms of my hands to stay
You
focused.
need to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside.
Because of course.
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Scary, scary, scary.
Emerson.
It's Cougar Man.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay, sorry. Boo.
That's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbow
games.
strike. Ooh,
It's
yeah.
trash, of course, but it does involve
Get him
some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Yup. There it was.
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better. Well, I guess I'd better start wrapping this up. The storm is almost here. Look at that. I'd hate to be out there tonight.
Come, Alan, this way. Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Welcome to Cauldron Lake Lodge. We're here to give you the specialized help you need. However, please observe the following. Please ask friends and family to schedule visits beforehand to ensure they don't interfere with your therapy and or periods of creativity. Also, please respect your fellow patients' need for privacy and personal space, especially when they're engaged by their creative processes. Be patient. Typically, our patients have long-term creative problems, and they won't be solved overnight. Give yourself permission to take the time you need. Bear in mind that you're voluntarily receiving treatment that has been specifically tailored for you. Engagement therapy, trademark, and its sister method, the flow, trademark, work best when you are actively engaged in shaping them. If you have any concerns, please don't hesitate to voice them.
rheumatism's killing me.
And that's the hand.
There's a storm coming. Oh, what a
You
storm.
feel less
I
bad
hope
about
it
hitting
wipes
the
this
nurse
place
now?
off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
What game are they playing?
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon.
Dark now.
Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I have no idea what.
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Yeah.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy.
Nope.
I was convinced he was lying to me
Yes.
about everything. Crazy or
That's the
not,
hammer.
the Andersons made more sense.
The nurse with.
Tom, you got any booze on you?
Yeah, no.
We have a stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Oh, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all. Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens, what were they? Memory and thought, the hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god.
Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and raw. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other rider.
She's been using you, boy. And you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
So tired. Built the farm close to the lake. A place of power.
We had parties there, man. You should go there and have a party.
That Bob Balder threw the amp through the window. Hit that hippie chick in the back of the head. 15 stitches and a concussion. Bob's dead now. Leukemia.
Stitches, snitches, and narcs, man. Bad scene.
I kind of just want to stay here and listen to it.
I am tired, man. So tired.
Eventually start repeating themselves. Or they stop talking.
I want to go home.
Yeah, it looks like the energetic fun times have left.
Oh. Yeah! I'm on the board.
Wait a minute. You're part of the game while you're part of the game.
Whoa.
Derpception.
Derpception.
Is it just me, or does he, like, look a little bit like Anthony Stewart had?
A little around the forehead and the hairline, maybe the eyes.
I'm not noticing it.
The jawline, nose, and mouth are completely different.
Yeah. I was seeing it, like, mostly... except for the nose, like, above the mouth.
Yeah.
Like, the cheeks, eyes, forehead.
I can kind of see that a little bit.
No.
It's mostly the forehead and the hair.
Eyes are totally wrong. You said to go back to your room.
I don't wanna.
Go to your room.
But thou must.
That looks like a page over there.
It is a page over there.
Get here later.
But
The
thou
time
must.
is not yet right. If you want to move around more in that big main room, you can.
Power and thirst.
400 babies.
Good
thing there's a staircase you can go up in here.
Oh, also, you can try the door that's behind you into your
I may
right.
need a hand here later on, Bert.
Nope, maybe.
You know how they get.
Gotcha. The doc's got me looking after Wake here, but holler if they get too rowdy.
I'll do that, Birch.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Don't wanna.
The doors were locked. Hartman and the nurses would have keys, but there was no way to get my hands on them.
I get a feeling Hartman's underground place.
Hey, look, there's another coffee.
Time, because the numbers came back from marketing that mullet time is the hook we needed to go big in the target demographic.
Mullet time.
And they're not even kidding. They say it all like serial killers with straight faces and smiles. My nightmare is the writers who want to make everything from the characters to the toasters talk all the time and express their feelings so they won't shut up, and the writers won't shut up either because they
Hartman
have
wanted me
feelings
to
too.
write.
And
I
I
knew
have
I
to
couldn't,
listen to
but
them
I figured I should just
because
play
they're
along
not
for
scared
now.
of me.
It was the
and
only
everyone
thing I could
should
do
just
with Nurse
shut
Birch
up.
watching me
Shut
like a
up.
hawk.
Shut up! But I don't see nightmares anymore because I'm too scary for them. I take 2 pills every morning and 1 with every meal and 4 when I go to bed. And that makes me the scariest nightmare of all.
Mullet time. Yup, these people made Max Payne. Don't want you to forget that. Try that door to your left. To your right. To your right. That one. Yep, can't get in there yet.
You can't get in any of these places yet.
And where did you say
Go
there
up
was
the
coffee?
fucking stairs. Oh, sorry. Go up the stairs. That's it.
Yeah, the game even dropped a little hint. Nurse wants his blood watching me like a hawk. You know, upstairs.
However,
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Yeah, check this
have you noticed where that room he is in all of these little...
That's a QR code.
Yep.
Beep. Who has a QR reader?
I don't...
Give me a cell phone?
I have a cell phone, but how do you get that?
I don't know. Look.
It's an app you download.
Yeah, check the.
All right, hold
While
on.
he does that, go get the thermos.
Yeah. Okay, what
Just look for a QR reader.
Alright, do your thing.
Because that's got to be something.
I believe they're hidden in this, and they take you to this other video thing that's online.
Huh. May have to check that out later.
QR reader.
Those look kind of like tarot cards.
A bit.
Wait, what's the other one?
Well,
they're both the same thing.
Yeah.
Only different times and different people.
So QR droid, that looks like pretty good.
Beep. Two-dimensional barcode.
Okay. Alright, our downloading.
And our followers at home can do this too, because I'm trying to make it as big as I can right there. So, if anybody watching this beats us to it, then feel free to tell us.
Uh-oh.
What?
Downloading slow.
Oh. Well, I'll wander around.
1% downloaded.
Don't go into the room.
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
You'll be glad this is there later.
I believe it.
It's that thunderstorm they've added atmospheric.
Mm-hmm.
I think some of those other patient rooms up there may have. You may be able to look into some of them, but I'm not sure.
I just don't want to go into my own room yet.
Yeah. Let's wait. Avoid that one. Emerson.
Emerson, Wake, and Harman.
Ooh, see if you can activate the television there.
Night Springs poster.
Night Springs video game.
For 360.
Death Rally.
7% downloaded.
It's a far cry from Sugar Rush.
Oh, one of those things.
Puzzle drawer.
Oh, I haven't seen one of those things in a
What
long
does he
time.
have on his whiteboard up there?
That's not math.
No, he's the game
That
designer.
is totally resembles. See, flashlight. The guy has a flashlight.
It's stuff from the game.
Yeah.
Here's a storyboard from the game we're playing.
It's Stuffception. 10% downloaded. This is gonna take a while, guys. I don't know if you wanna...
Night Springs, the video game.
Yeah,
What's the studio name on that?
Remedy. Remedy, of course. Because they're the developers.
Let's go surround someone else's room.
What are the... They look more like
potato chips or something.
Fruit pies, maybe.
They look like those warheads.
Oh,
yeah, they kind of do.
Sorry, warheads.
Sorry, by the way. This has to be riveting to watch, I know. Just absolutely fantastic.
Lane.
Which one was Lane?
I'm guessing it's the painter.
What makes you think that? It's crazy talk.
Probably.
Crazy person.
The soul.
Go in there. Doesn't look like anything interesting anyway, though.
Nope.
Didn't want to go there anyway. 16%.
Jeez, really?
Yep.
The question is, how much do we care?
We'll check it out later.
Yeah.
It came up nice and big on the thing. We'll probably be able to read it off of that, hopefully.
Yep. Hopefully.
Unless the codec just compresses the hell out of it.
Which would kind of suck.
Yeah.
Would you like to take a nap?
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
By the way, we never looked at that manuscript page.
didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here. Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. 23%. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant, Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words.
You get a damn hammer. My hammer's up. Here's a friendly toast from me, old wench. Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we? Well...
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Practiced at what?
Things are unraveling fast, aren't they?
No.
It's my storm. I'm taking it.
But yeah, they're flailing around with the crazy, like, little squeaky hands.
We're on a comeback tour, baby!
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons,
The backstage is all yours, Tom. Seize your destiny.
I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he
Come out and face the music, Birch. It's time to pay the piper.
Maybe you could come out and beat our wrinkled adult diapered asses, Bert. Since you're so tough, Bert.
They hit her in the head with a hammer.
She was crazy and evil. She was, you know, all there's tragedy. She was evil. What percent are we?
Will break you.
35.
He's probably kidding, Birch. He's got a great sense of humor. Just ask Sinclair.
Oh.
Children of the Elder God, scourge your light upon the dawn.
Wow, wow, wow! I wish I had my axe.
It's Shadow. Thinking the dog.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Yeah, play all these tapes.
Did you see that one?
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help.
you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
I think it's that page.
Yes, that was a page.
Play the tape.
We just played the tape.
Rudolph Lane's case is interesting. He was completely blocked, and frankly, I was about to discard him as useless. However, once Wake arrived and started writing, something changed in Rudolph. He's producing extraordinary work, increasingly dark pieces. Unfortunately, he doesn't respond to direction at all, and it's my belief that he's not so much a creator as an illustrator, perhaps, a recorder of sorts. I hadn't considered the existence of such a role before, let alone its implications, but the paintings he has produced are informative. At least he's easily controlled and useful. I wish I could say the same about Wake. It's frustrating that the best subjects are always so damn difficult to deal with.
Not buying that. I was tailing Wheeler, and this is the only place he could have gone. That means Wake is probably there too!
Agent Nightingale, this is private property, and I will not allow you to disturb my patients.
Yeah? I can get a warrant. How'd your fragile little patients like that?
Oh, I'm thoroughly intimidated by your mighty authority now, Agent.
Listen, you smug snob. How would you like it if I busted through this gate and knocked you around a little?
Agent Nightingale, first of all, I'm recording this conversation, so you might want to watch what you say. Secondly, you're not dealing with a hick now. I know the law, and if you can get a judge to grant a warrant, I'll be glad to cooperate. But you won't get one. Be advised that any further communications with me are to be made through my lawyer.
I don't believe this.
Good day, Agent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll get the manuscript page. I did. I just need to read it.
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan. The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
Let me out of here! Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to shreds! Seriously, do you have any idea how much trouble you're in? I am famous. I represent a celebrity. They'll be looking for me. Oh, that's how you want to play it?
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry, man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
Brendan, what's our percent?
77.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
78.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea.
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning, even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach. I had to find a way out.
Want access to thousands of applications? Verizon Wireless has you covered. Check out the latest games. Discover new music and old favorites. Social networking, sports scores, news. It's all at your fingertips. No matter what you're into, Verizon Wireless can satisfy your never-ending appetite for apps. Check out VCast apps and load up your phone.
They get clumsy.
Oh, you gotta do it for you.
And while you're watching commercials, look what's outside the window. Let's see that
Oh yeah.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
What the heck? This is very...
But the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al.
Dude.
Yo,
suspended.
Or what was she suspended for?
Metal Sphere, my old nemesis.
Oh, geez, Al! The house looks bad! Let's get out of here!
There you go. Now you're not quite as nervous.
Well, before you get next.
He's got a gun. It's just only got 6 bullets. So, no, I take that back. You're pretty nice.
Okay, left or right?
Oh, I hate making choices like this.
Put your
Choose
hand on the
right.
wall.
Al, hurry up! I can hear those evil guys moving around!
Either right wall, either. It doesn't matter which.
Trust Emil. Who's Emil?
Harman. Emil Harman.
Oh.
He's the D-bag.
What is he?
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split...
Oh, I
Sky
didn't.
split open
I
and
stared
something
at the
else
Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding
Okay,
an
sorry.
unlikely
I was
centerpiece.
like, blurred.
A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
Oh.
Al, be careful! I can see them moving around! They're coming for you!
Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. the idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure.
You get 2 pills in the morning, and then you'll be nice and calm all day long.
Not just
Like seems to be lost. Trouble, and I don't have to punish anybody. This is just
flare gun. This is the best kind of flare. A flare made out of a gun.
Flare with your guns. Yeah, would there be a gun flare?
Gun flare. Is that like a gun blade? Oh, fair warning. Harman is like sucking. Well, not like being.
I thought it was kind of awesome.
Yeah, it's just really tense.
There's a chance of hit. It was center crouch.
Center crotch as opposed to as opposed to left crotch.
Or right crotch.
Auxiliary crotch.
Auxiliary what?
It's a reference to Daniel playing.
Oh, okay, because that sounds like a Krogan thing. Ah, shoot gun.
Yay, ammo and manuscript.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Yes, that is sort of the implication.
Yeah, this part.
You hated this part.
I sure did.
Hey, Tori.
I didn't do anything.
Well, above the Tori are a whole bunch of Tori.
Japanese puns.
Here at Throne of Games, we cater to a very special class of nerd.
Alan's near. Face. Knee.
Or maybe the left breast of his heart attack. See through the garden. Yeah, I hate that. I'll have it on.
That part, that's not the end of the part.
No. Yay, we have one flare now. Yay.
Fire together last.
It seems kind of anticlimactic being attacked by a
There's more.
a manuscript page.
Don't you love how the trees kind of like rotate?
Rotate your trees.
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
Okay, I know that's not what it meant, but I mental image is like Barry screamed, "Blah, hand."
And then someone went Fleece Megzik in the world with.
Poor Barry, getting
Someone
stuck in the
shrugged
world.
a scrotum and just boom. Everything was terrible forever. Right, yeah, get stuff out of that box.
That'd be hilarious.
Alright. 32 ammunitions.
I would laugh so hard.
Aiming. I can't do it.
Shut up for Shadow Beacon.
That looks like I that was
The way forward is sometimes the way
back.
See, yes, you did.
Yes.
Go there. No.
Shut his shaky.
That way, to the lake.
You are drunk. When you are drunk, you forget that I
You
am
are in charge. Right, so which way do we go?
That way.
That way! And if you were a child of the 80s and don't know that quote, you should just like put your fingers under iron.
Oh, really?
Mark?
I'm a child in the 90s.
What? Mark, are you saying you don't recognize the Willow quote?
Oh, is that what that was for?
Yeah, okay.
Look at the brownies. Brendan loves the brownies.
Attention! Don't be
And
nervous.
coffee!
And pump action.
And coffee! Don't forget the coffee!
Where did it go?
Behind
Turn
you.
around. Behind
you. Coffee.
No,
he's looking for the pump action shotgun.
No, there's like a box of ammo. I was grabbing stuff and it just went. As I grabbed it, just shoved.
I think you got it.
No, he has the regular shotgun. He doesn't have the pump action. Because it has 2 ammo things. 2 ammo.
Well, I think it was another regular shotgun.
Sure?
I saw a pump action. I saw you got a pump action.
Yeah. Check on the wheelbarrow side. Nope, it just glitched out of existence.
Wow. Thanks, game.
Press start and go to restart checkpoint.
Yes.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Be more careful.
Yeah, it was that large box of ammo that just kept on going.
Okay. Carefully approach.
It's a regular shotgun.
Oh, no, it is a regular shotgun.
No batteries, revolver ammo, and a shotgun.
So yeah, it is just a regular shotgun. Good job, Daniel. Why'd you make him restart the checkpoint?
Oh, you're blaming me on it, are you? Coffee Jefferson?
I don't even know.
I misread something it said about the coffee
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time.
Yeah.
With a little time, he could break
It's
Wake
funny
down,
when Hartman gets
give him
his
proper
nose broken.
direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he had had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
One last time. Honey, you're lying by it.
I mean, before getting out of this area.
Shut up, Andy.
Ow! You're alive! Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry!
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so, Barry! I'll find it! Don't worry about it!
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it!
Not even slightly cool.
And I don't think he wants to get all the way down.
Not all the way.
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it! I'm on it!
I was... That's no...
Back once he opens the door.
Okay. I don't think pillars is a good idea.
You do still have the flare gun. Yeah, just use the flare gun.
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it!
it! I found it! Ah, no, wait, that's a twig! Here it is! Al, I found the key!
Please tell your address for the nearest. You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
It does look bad. Every single patient's now taken, aren't they?
Or dead.
I don't know. The Anderson brothers?
No, probably not them.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest...
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out! God damn it, Al, talk to me!
And of course you lost all your stuff.
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way! Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch! There's no way you can climb down, though! It's like a sheer wall! Al! There's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al! I'm great!
Now, Barry.
Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh? You have to find your way around to the farm, Al! I'll be waiting!
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al! I'm not staying here! It's suicide! I'm going to the farm! I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry. Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears. There'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate. Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
No, of course not. That would be too useful. Why can't I use it?
Take Rickles Lantern, it's the best
Because this
item in the
isn't a
game.
link to the past, Mark. God.
Rickles Lantern, best item in the game. You got really fast moves.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
But no batteries. No batteries. Okay.
It's less nerve than it was.
Mabry, why did you say those words? You know those are bad words to say.
You're afraid fatty acids are good for your heart.
away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
There we go.
Coffee. All of it.
And better flashlight. And battery.
Look around.
Okay, that was creepy.
Would it be disturbing to see a tender bear in your back?
Well, as soon as Daniel said Temple of the Baron, someone like thudded in the other apartments.
Yeah, that's one of our neighbors who always shuts the door.
That's
Always shuts the door.
always shuts the door. That sounds like the worst Native
The car
American
was
name
heading for the
ever.
cabin up ahead. It wasn't far.
I'm sorry.
If it was Barry,
That was
I
racist.
would see the damage soon.
Just say it.
Let's see if you can get to the farm in this last 9 minutes.
Our approach to it.
Start faster. Start faster.
Because if so, you'll get to start in one of the most awesome parts of the game. Really awesome.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes. I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path. The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
Flowers.
Oh boy, and
Bear traps. Because those are always just great to have.
Going off the path that just makes you more likely to get
Bear traps. Just fun.
It would be nice if the traps worked on the taken.
Yeah. Because in this case, I'm pretty sure the Taken are what the Anderson brothers put them out.
It would just be hilarious if they got stuck.
Now, I don't remember. Do the traps work on the Ganados in Resident Evil 4? Well, then what good are you?
Or keep the chocolate in the face.
And shoot gun. Get the shoot gun.
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm. The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before.
See?
Shoot gun arrow.
There's the green filling.
Wait, maybe that's a good way. Try going up there. Nope. I think there's paint. That. maybe see if you can go down in there and get something. Use the fridge. Why can't you get the fridge? No, that's the way the path goes to the left.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Yeah, was that the checkpoint?
Yeah, that was the
The
checkpoint.
light always goes.
Oh, we can focus.
Yeah, that's what I just did.
Yeah.
Okay, so checkpoint. Very good. Okay. So that's a good place to stop for this week. Thanks for watching, everybody. Starting in about 2 minutes is DJ Mon's show, which should be fun. And after that, I think Serial Psychosis has the slot after that, or maybe it was an alternating buddy slot. I don't remember. But anyway, yeah. Next week, Throne of Games will be returning to Amnesia: The Dark Descent. J Spade implies that there's only enough of the game left for one more session of that, so that may well be our last one. Alan Wake will return to the week after that.
Brendan and I will not be able to join you that week.
Oh, you won't? Then I'll have to do something else.
Yeah. Thanksgiving weekend, we will not be.
Oh, wait, Thanksgiving weekend I might not be here anyway, so we'll see.
So screw you guys, we're going to do nothing, yeah.
I should be in Missouri.
I'll be back on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern with This Week in History. So I hope to see you all then. Stick around for more radio, and see you next time. Good night.
Bye, everybody.
Whoa, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Whoa. The view, it's all screwy.